May 1945. World War II in Europe was reaching its bloody end, but in a remote Austrian castle, a bizarre story was unfolding. Castle Itter was no ordinary prison. It held France's most prominent VIPs.
What will they do with us? We are just hostages.
From former prime ministers to legendary military generals. With the conflict nearing its end, a nearby elite unit received a final, desperate order: secure the castle and neutralize all high-profile prisoners. May 1945. World War II in Europe was reaching its bloody end, but in a remote Austrian castle, a bizarre story was unfolding.
The distress call reached a hardened tank commander, a veteran warrior known for his grit, who realized he was dangerously low on troops.
Lee only had a single tank and a handful of men available. Saving the castle alone seemed like a suicide mission.
Meanwhile, a disillusioned German officer, Captain Josef Gangl, had surrendered his loyalty to the Reich to protect innocent locals.
On a deserted road, the American rescuers and the rebellious German unit suddenly came face to face. One wrong move meant death. Instead of firing, the two leaders chose reason. In an unprecedented move, the American and the German formed an alliance. Side by side, American GIs and German Wehrmacht soldiers rode together toward Castle Itter, united against a common enemy. When the convoy entered the castle gates, the French prisoners could hardly believe their eyes. Their enemies were now their protectors.
We're here to protect you.
There was no time to celebrate. Major Lee immediately took command, preparing the small, mixed force for the storm that was coming. A total of fewer than 30 combat-ready men
Put it down right here.
barricaded the ancient castle doors, sharing weapons and ammunition across enemy lines.
Even the elderly French VIPs refused to hide.
Give me that rifle.
They grabbed rifles, determined to fight alongside their unlikely liberators. As darkness fell, a tense silence gripped the stone fortress. Every defender knew that a large force was waiting in the shadows, ready to strike.
At dawn, the silence shattered. Over 100 heavily armed SS troops launched a massive, coordinated assault.
Lee's Sherman tank roared to life, providing devastating fire support and keeping the fanatical attackers at bay. But the enemy was prepared. A well-placed German anti-tank shell struck the Sherman, destroying the defenders' heaviest weapon. With the tank gone, the battle turned into a desperate, close-quarters infantry firefight. The walls began to crumble.
I need ammo!
In the heat of battle, national identities vanished. There were no longer Americans or Germans, only survivors. In the chaos of the battle, one of the high-profile prisoners bravely stepped into the open courtyard, drawing the attention of the surrounding forces. Without hesitation, one of the officers threw himself into danger, shielding the civilian and bringing him to safety just in time. It was a moment of profound courage. The officer's selfless action to ensure the safety of others left everyone deeply moved by his bravery. By late afternoon, the situation grew desperate. The defenders were running out of supplies, and the fortress was under constant pressure. In a final, bold attempt to change their fate, a volunteer slipped out through the castle walls to search for help. His gamble succeeded. Just as all hope seemed to fade, the sound of arriving relief forces echoed through the valley. The ordeal finally ended. The diverse group of defenders stood together, united by the shared experience of the day. The memory of this event endures as a testament to the fact that, even in the most difficult times, common humanity can prevail. This incredible story reminds us that history is shaped by individuals who choose courage over conflict. Subscribe for more.